this one village for probably a couple of years, doing health teachings every month, and more women were really listening to us and really taking our advice to heart. We'd even had 5 or 6 already come and deliver at our clinic, and it's been really good. And this one day we were doing the health teaching for all the women, and this older woman came up and sat next to me, and she said in her tribal language, "I don't know why you come here teaching all this kind of stuff. In our day, we would just be working hard, and we'd work right up until we were going to go into labor, then we'd deliver the baby and then get right back out into the field and just keep on working. We didn't need any help from anyone. We just delivered by ourselves." And I said, "Oh, well, that's amazing. You're really strong. So how many children did you have?" "Oh, I had 13 children." "Okay, and how many are still living, or how many survived?" "Well, only 7 survived, but, there was other complications or what." And I said, "Well, if you had had someone help you, maybe all of them would have survived."
Located southeast of China is the Republic of the Philippines. With a population just over 94 million, the Philippines is a beautiful country with beautiful people. Jose Rizal is a Filipino hero and poet. Before being executed by the Spanish, he wrote My Last Goodbye. In it, he refers to his homeland as the ocean pearl of the Orient, a lost Eden. But in all of its beauty, there is more need than can be imagined. 32.9% of Filipinos live in poverty. Compare that to Canada's 9.4%. In other words, 22.6% live on less than $1.25 a day. And nearly half of the 94 million Filipinos live on less than $2 a day. According to the World Health Organization's Department of Making Pregnancy Safer, over half of women in the Philippines list money as a problem in seeking out health care services. 86.8% of the poorest women deliver at home. And in the rural Philippines, only 48% of the home births have a skilled birth assistant. That means that if you're a woman in the Philippines, you have a 1 in 320 chance of dying. In Canada, it's 1 in 5,600. The outlook for women in rural Philippines is bleak, and that is where we find Georgia, an Abundant Grace of God maternity clinic.
The first time I came to Bugnay was in 2004, near the end of my midwifery training here in the Philippines. And while here, I met a woman and then did a prenatal on her, prenatal checkup. She had high blood pressure. We recommended that she would go and deliver closer to a hospital. And so I went back to the clinic that I was in and heard a few weeks or a month later that she hadn't gone to the hospital, and both her and her baby died during her labor because of her high blood pressure. So that really affected me, and really, I really felt God tugging at my heart and calling me to continue working here in Kalinga. So when I finished my training in 2005, I returned to the province of Kalinga. I had passed my board exam back at home and felt God wanting me to be here as a midwife.
I'm Crystal Meeks. I'm from North Carolina, and I went to school with Georgia. According to World Health Organization, every second a woman dies from childbirth-related complications. And it's a well-known saying here in the Philippines that a woman in labor already has 1 foot in the grave. And part of that reason is because the tradition here, especially in remote villages like I'm in now, is because the women choose to deliver alone.
So in 2007, my husband and I started a charity maternity center in the city of Tabuk, which is the capital of Kalinga. Our vision was to make it a place where women would feel comfortable to come and deliver, especially from the outlying areas and villages where they're so far from medical care that if they have any complications in pregnancy, they could come and deliver at our clinic where we're just 10 minutes from the hospital. Since opening our clinic in February 2007, we've delivered close to 800 babies, free of charge. Our vision for Abundant Grace of God Maternity Center is to share the love of God with the women and families of Kalinga through competent midwifery care. So we see ourselves doing this by reaching out into the community, as well as having a birth center that is open 24 hours for deliveries and 5 days a week for prenatal care. Part of our vision and mission is to train Filipino midwives to help support them through school and train them after school so that they are competent, ready to go out into their villages and deliver babies. Our vision is also to equip and support the midwives already working here in Kalinga, already working in the far-flung areas, to be able to give them more training, more information, to be able to be a place where they can refer patients to if they're feeling unsure if they should deliver in their village. We're a place that they can feel free to refer them to because we provide free care for all the women. We don't charge anything for any of our services. It's all by donation.
Georgia has trained 7 Filipina midwives. She currently has 4 trained midwives in paid staff positions with her clinic, Abundant Grace of God. Right now, she is training 3 more Filipina midwives. In addition, Georgia works with Western midwifery schools, training up to 20 midwives that will eventually work in the Philippines and around the world. Her ministry is holistic. The Birth Center provides care in an urban setting in her clinic, as well as weekly outreaches to the rural areas. The staff provide pre- and postnatal care, as well as deliveries at the clinic or in homes. Every week they are out in the community for health screenings and education. Every midwife student trained at Abundant Grace of God allows for the care of thousands of women around the world for years to come. Also, with her paid positions and clinic needs, Georgia is supporting the local economy and providing a sustainable life for the people involved.
So the families of Kalinga, especially the indigenous people, are sustenance-based farmers. They have rice fields and they work these rice fields, and they have gardens, and they provide for themselves enough to eat, and that is great, but they don't have anything extra. No extra funds to be able to go to the hospital for emergencies or to be able to go to a birth center to deliver. So we provide all the services for free. If you would like to be a part of this ministry here and to help support us, help it to grow, help to provide a safe place for women to deliver their babies, and to provide training for local Filipino midwives, then we really invite you to join in our ministry here. We are definitely needing to grow, to be able to provide more space for more deliveries and for training new midwives, and so we do need more partners. I never thought God would allow this ministry to grow so big, and I'm amazed by it, but as it's grown, we definitely do need some more support, and so we'd just like to invite you to join with us in this work here in Kalinga.